back to the vlog. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna cut to the chase. I feel like, not that I feel like, it's been really hard for me to stick to posting, and I really believe it's because I keep playing with the I keep doing the shenanigans. And it's like, although I love B-roll, it's like, it's so hard to create a story when I'm not necessarily saying anything. And it's like, I think I'm just gonna focus on the consistency of it all. Meaning, if I plan to post once a week, I need to just continue to get comfortable in front of the camera, because I really believe that alone is what's holding me up. So that's number one. Number two is, before I jump into the day, I think it makes more sense to just go ahead and lay it out. And again, just go ahead and tell you guys what's going on. So this week, today's Wednesday. I tried picking up the camera on Monday, but that was just, I have a puppy. I tried picking up the camera on Monday, and the moment I hit record, when I tell you, his little tail self peed on the floor, and I look back, I just cut the camera off. Now, again, my bad, but I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of it to the point where it's like, okay, if this is something that you want to do, just get up there and do it. Like, I also realized that there's only 2 to 3 spots that I like in my house in terms of lighting. Don't get me wrong, I love my home, love being a homeowner. But child, like when you factor in lighting, trying to get the shot, figuring out where to shoot, what you want to do today, girl, I put the camera down. So here I am, I'm back. Today is Wednesday. The things I've been focusing on this week, I had an eventful Tuesday, yesterday. But I'm in the midst of just trying to market myself a little better. So I started an LLC. This week, priorities are mainly focused on like just setting a foundation for the LLC that I just created. Another thing, I've been focusing on my health. I need to get back in the gym. Not that I'm not in the gym. It all boils down to me. I've been in the gym. I focus on recovery more. So I've been in the gym maybe 5 days out of the 31 in the month. And I would like to do better. Another thing with that, since I do focus on recovery, I have been trying out different smart rings to kind of help with my sleep recovery. And so far I've tried, in order to get into this, I decided to try a ring from, it's just a smart ring from Amazon. I think it cost me about like $100 bucks. I'll post it on the screen. It cost me about $100 bucks. And honestly, I think it was a good buy. But what I was comparing them to was the RingConn, the Oura Ring, which has a subscription, and the Ultra Human. And I ended up going with RingConn at the end of the day. And I like it. The thing about RingConn though, it has like the sleep apnea. It has the sleep apnea monitors on it. And I appreciate the app and stuff like that. But what really surprised me is when I got to RingConn, the budget ring that I tried was so similar, not to a point where it had all the features, like every single feature that the RingConn had, but it was very similar. So one of my friends on Facebook had reached out and asked me about it. Friends. One of my friends on Facebook had asked me about it. And I'm about to go to my messages so I can read y'all what I said. Cause like I be testing stuff, but like I test a lot of things for my own benefit, meaning I'm not looking to record it usually, but I feel like I have so much insight on the reasons why I choose things, which means I should record it. And there's a few other things that I need to tell y'all about too, because again, there's so many things, and there's so many things that I have to get done that are a priority to me. And again, it feels like a flop if I have to record it. So my friend on Messenger on Facebook, she asked me, she was like, hey, because I posted the ring on my Instagram, and she was like, what's the link? So I told her about the late response, and I had sent her the Ultra Human Ring because that was one that I was thinking about testing out until I got to the reviews. So yeah, she was like, she saw that the Ultra Human Ring was the same as the Oura Ring, and which, you know, I agree, but if you're trying to get gold, like the Oura Ring is like $400 if you want silver or black, but if you want gold or silver, it's $500. Then you still have to pay the subscription fee. Look, I'm not saying it's not worth it. I'm just saying, like, when we're doing a cost analysis, like, you have to think about all of these things and if this is really your speed. So she said, thanks, I see it's the same price as the Oura Ring. I thought you said it was cheaper. Oh, I thought you said it was cheaper. That's why I haven't bought the Oura Ring yet. Is it really worth it? So I went on and gave her my analysis, my full reply. I was like, girl, you caught me in a season of testing, which is good, but honestly, it's a hard sell, especially since the Oura Ring charges extra for gold, which is $500. And that, ooh, I got a message. And it has a non-negotiable subscription fee. I love the interface of both apps, but the price is definitely steep. Everyone recommends Oura, and I get it, but because of sizing, I haven't been able to fully test it like the Ultra Human Ring, and it's only been a week. In conjunction with the Ultra Human Ring, I was testing out the Amazon ring that I bought. Again, I will post that one because I feel like I got a lot of insight out of that, and I'll tell you why I like that one too. I said there's another ring I haven't tried yet, which is RingConn. It claims to be able to diagnose sleep apnea, and I haven't heard anything negative except that they don't allow returns on their website. It's around like $2.99, so if I were you, I would look into that one. And I think at the time they were having like a 25% off sale. So I ended up getting my RingConn for like $285, but that's with tax. Without tax, it came up to $264. I also tried an even cheaper option, which I posted the link for her, for the $109. I was like, the app is pretty generic, but the ring itself looks good. If you don't mind testing the accuracy, it could be a fun intro option. My only real concern was data security. It's not from a super reputable brand, but once it's paired with the Athletic, I think it's Athletica, I don't know, Athlete app, which also has a subscription, but it's only like $29 for the year, which is like $2.98, something like that per month. It felt way more usable, especially if you have an older gen Apple Watch. Okay, so the reason why I bought the ring and why that technology made more sense for me is because I had an Apple Watch that is a Gen 2 SC Gen 2 Apple Watch, and it doesn't come with all of the features that I was just basically looking for the features that my watch didn't have, which is I needed my watch to have more battery life, because obviously with most Apple Watches you need to charge them overnight. You can't record your sleep if it's not on your wrist, really. And I wasn't gonna upgrade my watch for that. I needed something that was more comfortable because I don't like having things on my wrist. I also don't like rings, but I bought the cheaper one to see if I could actually do it. That is a great reason to try to get it's a great reason to try to get the ring, just to see your use, like if you're actually going to sleep with this thing on. Another reason I bought it was because I have a heart rate sensor on my watch, but I don't have all the other things. Like it doesn't measure a lot. Like that one's better for basically my Apple Watch is better for fitness, which I'm absolutely, my needs are fulfilled in terms of me using it for workouts. Like I think it's a bare bones baseline, and not everything is as accurate as they say. Like you still need to go see your doctor every so often to make sure and get your blood test done and all of those things. But with the ring, it gave me more insight into my recovery, which I felt like it paired really well. Plus, I wanted something I could wear. You know, you don't want to be out here wearing an Apple Watch while you out here doing the finer things in life. Like I hate when I can look back and see pictures of myself and I'm beautiful, or somebody's beautiful in a dress and then you see they still have on an Apple Watch. This is the answer to that. Like, I love this RingConn, you know? I didn't mean to do the finger, but I have it on my hand. I love this. It's stylish. Like, it works with the gold. Like, it's not something that I have to take off in order to put together a look. It's a great everyday thing. And with RingConn also, it's like you have these little nubbies in it, and it sticks on your finger. Luckily, I got the right size. It's pretty lightweight. And when trying out all of the other rings, it's like the other ring was pretty thick. It was really thick, actually. I'll place a picture of it on the screen. It was really thick, but it came in a really great box. The RingConn, I didn't unbox it. I don't know how I feel about unboxing stuff anymore too, because that takes a lot of time. But I'll do that whenever I get to there. But like, RingConn came like this, and the other box came like this, and it also came with a case. So the generic version of a smart ring that I got, it came with a case also, which I feel like that's the better way to go. I don't think Oura Ring comes with a case, like a charging case that you can, like, it's very portable. So it came with this case. You just, whenever you need to charge a ring, take it off, pop that bad boy inside just like that, and then boom. It takes like maybe like 45 minutes to charge. This adds like 160 days to it. So that's number one. I love this thing. I'm learning so much about myself. So much that is fun. The other thing that I gotta talk to you about, my freaking vacuum died. I don't want this thing to be like full of a thing full of ads, but like I've been going through a transition phase where I've been buying a lot of shit. Just a whole lot of shit. I'm going through a transition phase where I've been buying a lot of stuff. It could have been the fact that I got a puppy. Also, so he needed a lot of things, but like when the cart is full, baby, empty the cart. Empty the cart. So I also bought a vacuum. My beloved vacuum, my Tiko. This vacuum that my previous vacuum has lasted me 3 years. 3 years with a husky. And I don't have my doggy anymore, but it lasted. I had her for 2 years, and then this vacuum lasted 1 more year after that. And now it's time for me to replace it. And I'm a little upset because it was such a great price. I think when I first bought it, it was probably like under $200, maybe like $160, $140. And for it to last me 3 years, it's done my home so well. My entire house like has concrete floors, so when you sweep, I'm unable to see. I'm unable to see the floors, and it's like I have to remember whatever, right? The vacuum handles all of that. It also had an attached mop to it. So I was looking to replace my Tiko. R.I.P. I was looking to replace that, and they didn't have it in stock anymore. Like, Amazon, some people who are drop shippers, they have their brands. They come, they go. They have their brands, they come, they go. And my vacuum was one of the ones to go, and they've like revamped it a few times, but I was like, okay, if it lasted me this long and I felt so much value in this vacuum, like it makes sense to upgrade it and get everything that I need. So the newest vacuum that I bought is the Eufy, I think it's the E20, C20 Omni or something like that. This one, let me show y'all. So I bought this one. I don't know if y'all can see that. Anyway, I posted up here. I bought the vacuum. It's the Omni C20 robot vacuum and mop self-emptying combo. So it empties itself. It doesn't have, my previous vacuum had like a water tank on it that you would refill, and you could put like your cleaning solution and stuff in there. But this one has a water tank above where it soaks the mop pads itself, and the mop pads have like a spinny thing on there where it cleans, like it's self-cleaning, where it takes a lot of the work out of what I had to do with my previous mop. So I'll be testing that out. I'll try to get some more content beyond this. And another thing, so I think those are my gadgets and gadgets that I need to kind of get together. I also have my pup. His name is Jimmy. So He is a miniature schnauzer. So I added to my family just like I've added bills. And the other things that I have to do is school. So I'm wrapping up the summer semester. Today I have 2 exams, one with 80 questions, the other with 70 questions. And I have a critical book review to write for tomorrow. But the end of the semester is August 1st. So as I'm wrapping that up, I have to also apply for my courses for the upcoming semester, and I'll be taking some cybersecurity courses. So that's how this ties in. That's how we're tying the last video into this one, where we'll talk about my cybersecurity courses that I have signed up for or registered for, and what those entail. I think today we're having like a meeting, but I'm not going, so I really didn't even have to bring that up. But you know, I'm part of the cyber club at my school, and yeah, they're having like because I've already registered for the courses, I need to go and make sure that I register them with the VA. So that is the next step with this. Anyway, I got everything I needed to get out. I'm gonna cut to the next scene, so bye.